That's a nice stroke. More of a push than anything else, so perhaps later in the day when the Indian captain's got some runs on. It's nicely played by Tendulkar. It'll only be 2. Ah, that'll be 4. He can't bowl there to Sachin Tendulkar or Mohammad Azharuddin or Sunil Gavaskar. I just love the way he plays this shot. It's literally right hand over left, and the secret is to allow the ball to come right to him. Plays it under his eyes. Look at that, right over left. No fielder out there.
Towards middle stump, and that makes a difference because the other Indian batsmen, when they move, they're moving well outside the off stump. And once again, Tendulkar making Donald bowl on his pads. Bowling wide, bowling at his pads, and when you make him bowl to your strength, this is the result.
That's played through the cordon. Very controlled, very nice, very confident. And Sachin Tendulkar has been looking exactly that. All comes after that for 5 wickets.
Opens the face of the bat through the gully, and third man, third slip.
Tendulkar launching into that. Wonderful sight, a cover drive. It may not carry all the way to the fence, and it will. Sean Pollock in chase. Just can't get there in time. And Tendulkar cracking one through the covers. India moving on to 74 now for 5. A useful 4 for Sachin Tendulkar. Must be happy with that stroke.
Yes, that shot was on the rise, right behind the ball, eyes on the ball. The elbow and shoulder in the direction where the ball should have gone. A beautiful shot.
A ball there. Ah, he connected well. 4 runs to mid-wicket. Great stroke.
That's digged in very short. Sachin sends it away to the mid-wicket fence. One good thing about Sachin today is that he's playing his stroke natural game.
Well, that certainly was a little bit. And that is a magnificent shot. It's one of the hardest shots in the book to play, that on drive off the quick bowler. Really was a terrific shot.
Yeah, this is what he should be doing. Instead of playing to fine leg, he should be playing much more straighter. And he's playing in the same line. And look at his bat and his head. It's coming so straight, and he just a left elbow going high.
Over pitched by Adams, and Tendulkar once again just leaning onto it, and that was a good exhibition of timing yet again. Chased by 2 fielders this time, the 2 opening bats. Hudson wins the race. Tendulkar goes through for 3 runs. So Tendulkar playing very nicely at the moment, and that's his 50 as well. India 5 for 113.
Now, this is 4 runs. It was airborne. It's the second time he's got 4 down to third man, where the ball has been in the air, but he's gone for his shot, and on both occasions it has flown wide of the fieldsman.
Because this is what Sachin Tendulkar is very good at. He's played it deliberately over the fielder's heads. It's short. He knows that there is no cover at deep third man. So look at that. He's deliberately played it over the fielder's heads.
And the arrival of the South African state president, Nelson Mandela. And the crowd warmed to him. A very, very popular man. And he's immediately on driven for 4. Well, that's a lovely shot again by Tendulkar. I said to Sonny a short while ago that I've been particularly impressed by the way he's on driven. He plays the shot so magnificently, and that was a glorious one.
Yes, it was. This time his bat is much closer to the left pad. Earlier on when he played against Klusner, his front foot hadn't quite gone to the pitch of the ball.
This is 4 runs. There's no third man. Perfectly controlled by Tendulkar. Past third slip.
This is more a one-day shot. Look at the way he's controlled it, opening the face of the bat.
Thank you, says Tendulkar. Very precisely placed. 4 runs to him now. Remember, Azhar got off to a start after lunch with 4 boundaries, 2 on the onside, 1 wide of mid-off, 1 backward of point, and now it's Tendulkar off his toes, backward of square leg. And again, there was just a short grimace from Alan Donald earlier. Fast bowler, especially Alan Donald, doesn't like to be hit for runs.
And the little champion showing that he can play a shot on the offside as well. He's not much of a cutter. He drives the ball. And there he is, right on top of it.
Now it's Tendulkar's turn. Beautifully timed off the front foot. And there's the width that Mahinda Amanath was talking about.
Yesterday he bowled 2 overs for 4 runs, and today he's not even finished his 12th over, and he's in 10 overs he's gained away 84 runs.
It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stroke.
I've never seen many players playing this stroke as good as Sachin does, and Master Gavaskar was perfect in this stroke as well, because and once again you can see his left elbow going high and back coming very straight. That's a sign of a great player.
Oh, what a magic stroke. Right hand over left. 4 from the moment that it left the bat.
Bowler can't do anything here. The moment they're offline, the Indians have been very strong, both Sachin and Azhar, on South African bowlers, and he controlled that shot beautifully. The position is perfect, wrist work and controlling with right hand.
That's it. That won't be dragged back by Adam Bucker, and a brilliant 100 from the Indian captain.
What a great inning from Indian captain. I think the team was looking forward to such an inning from the captain, and what a way to score his 100 when things the chips were down. And he applied himself and is thanking the God as well. He was a bit lucky when Hudson dropped him in gully, but the crowd really loved his brilliant 100.
Quite a feature of his play is his timing, and that was no exception. And also to see a capacity crowd here at Newlands on their feet for this little master.
Well, that really is an absolutely glorious shot by Tendulkar. Sean Pollock over pitching just a fraction, not by much, and Tendulkar just leaning on it and playing it straight back along the driveway, straight back past the ball as we see here, and there's plenty of gaps there.
Cross batted that from well outside the off stump. That'll go through for 4. It's a long on. Darryl Cullinan, I think, was at mid-on. A touch too fine. Couldn't move to his right in time.
Yes, and just a little bit slow getting off, but very well timed indeed. And this is a pretty ordinary over.
That's a brilliant stroke from Sachin Tendulkar. Doesn't miss many opportunities. He's really concentrated very hard and punished every single bad delivery. This time bowled short. Dispatches it away to the mid-wicket fence. A great shot.
After that pull shot off the back foot, an exquisite extra cover drive from the little champion.
What a genius he is. He played a pull shot, scored 4 runs, and this time over pitch on the off stump. Head so stiff.
Here we see the South African captain bowling to his Indian counterpart.
That's a boundary after a long while. Give some relief to the batsman. 306 for 7. Now Tendulkar getting this one past. Beautifully done. Lovely straight drive. Time to absolute perfection.
You cannot set a field to a shot like that, because if you do, the batsman will object, because the fielder will be standing in front of the sides.
Gee, what an unbelievable stroke from the Indian captain. Alan Donald screaming in with a new ball, slightly over pitched, and Tendulkar just dispatches that to the boundary, and that brings up his 150, and that has been a superb knock indeed. Just look at this. Wasn't a half volley by any means. A little bit uppish, picked the gap, raced to the boundary. What a terrific shot. What a great way to come up the 150. That one certainly didn't. Magnificent shot again. Gee, we've been spoilt today by the Tendulkar cover drives, that's for sure.
This is what happens when you drop a catch, and the next thing you see, the next delivery goes to the fence. And here the whitish delivery, and Tendulkar in full flow.
Well, that's a magnificent shot again. Short delivery from Donald, smacked well in front of square by Tendulkar. Shows the form he's in, and dispatched to the boundary very smartly indeed.
Getting into position very early, moving back, rocking, and then just pivoting his right foot and controlling the shot very well. Look at his back foot and the right hand controlling the shot. Great stuff.
And he's done it again. Another magnificent shot. That's 26 boundaries, I think it is. 26 fours in this innings. And he got to his 100 pretty quickly and has been fairly patient since then. And just the odd word or two, I think, between Alan Donald and Sachin Tendulkar.
What a catch. And just like we saw the run out of Azharuddin, out to an extraordinary piece of fielding by Andrew Hudson. This time it is young Adam Bakar who's plucked the catch out of thin air to get rid of the Indian captain. It's only the extraordinary South African fielding which has got rid of the 2 century makers. Mohammad Azharuddin run out, and Brian Macmillan pitching it short, and look at that catch. Plucked out of thin air. It's got to be one of the greatest catches seen ever in Test cricket, and Sachin Tendulkar cannot believe it. Generous round of applause for the Indian captain. 169.